All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and the sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to go basically into a small topic because throughout the years of me being in this truth, and I think a lot of brothers can contest to this, is that we're not here to take anybody's side. We're out here to do a job thoroughly, to do the job of the Most High, and that's it. We're not here to choose sides based off what these people like. You got a lot of guys that think that we should do things in a particular way, or we should change our approach in a particular way. We're going strictly by what the Bible says, what the Lord tells us to do. Yes, you may adjust or you may change a little bit towards how you do your approaches. Everybody finds their lot in their way on how they attract people, but we're not changing our ways because you people want us to. We're changing how we do things. We're not even changing. We're just evolving on how we do things. And then you got guys that then you got people that think, oh, we should side with the woman, uplift them, and talk trash down men. No, we ain't choosing sides. We're gonna talk trash down these women just like we do the men, because the women's just as fault as the men are. The men is at fault just like the women are. Y'all want to claim this equality thing? There's your equality. We're telling you people that you're off for doing the things that you're doing, for the living to accept the wicked ways of your oppressor, for the abominations, for eating all the abominable foods, for accepting adultery, for accepting homosexuality. Yeah, we telling you people off. We ain't choosing sides. Just like you got these other Israelite guys that want us to always focus on cussing out the so-called white man. No, we're not solely focused on that. Esau knows his fate. No, we telling Jake, you other false Israelites, you're doing the job wrong. That you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Just like we telling that 2/3 of our people need to die because they are just stuck in Esau's world. We ain't here to uplift every black man, woman, and child. We up here to wake up the elect of our people. That's the uplifting. We here to wake up the elect of the Israelites for what the Lord tells us to do. If we're on any side, we're on the Lord of. We're on the side of Lord Yahweh Yahushua. That's the sides we're on. This is Romans 12:2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh." I'm gonna say the key words in this. It says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh, not of black people, not of a certain individual, not of black women, or just uplift, or not of the women, not of the men. It says of the will of Yahweh. That's the side we're on. That's the side. We ain't on we ain't on nobody else's side. I don't take sides. It's about what's right and what's wrong. That's why the Lord tells us not to be conformed to this world. Because here in this society, everybody has an opinion. In everybody's opinion, everybody's right, and someone else is wrong. And who apparently, if you don't, if you don't believe in this, oh, you're all of a sudden a bad person. But yeah, I thought we had freedom of speech. Well, it makes me a bad person when I don't believe in certain things. And that's the hypocrisy. No, I'm sorry. That's the Babylon juice of this place. Because they say that you're free to do these things, and the moment you speak of your own mind, you're all of a sudden a terrible person. And I'm not even talking about inside. I'm not even talking about from the world to the truth. I'm talking about to the world to the world. Like before you even come into the world, you can speak your opinion. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, all of a sudden you're a bad person because you don't like what we like. Here in this truth, yeah, we're gonna be demonized because of it. Because we don't follow the ways of this world. And that's why it says it be not conformed to this world. Being conformed to this world means it's like being like everybody else. The Lord's telling us not to be like them. The Lord's telling us to be different from these people. Because these people are on the same mindset. Just like in this truth, we have the same mindset. We have the same mindset of what we teach compared to what everybody else teach. But at least if someone in our ranks don't believe the same thing, it's not the end of the world. Because if it's viable to the truth, then yeah, we can show you why this is such and such, and why you should believe it. If it's not viable to the truth, then that's just your own opinion. It has nothing to do with the truth, and so be it. Or it may have a little bit to do with the truth, but we don't. When it comes to certain things that nobody knows for sure, we don't try to prove that this is what's going to happen. The Lord reveals all things. But you got people in this world that would try to say, "Oh, you should believe in this and that," without even giving you a reason why. See, this is what makes us different from everybody else. That's what makes us different. We out here telling things that's supposed of how you're supposed to live, how you're supposed to act, especially in this society where we know everything's screwed, but we have to what's that say? We have to act accordingly and agree with our adversary. Because again, we don't know when the Lord's going to come back, so we need to live accordingly to the system. Unless it's something really messed up, then we want to accept that mess, like the chip or the vaccine or the or any other crazy thing that Esau's trying to put in our bodies. So this is 2 Timothy 2:4. It says, "No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of life, that he may please him who leadeth, who have chosen him to be a soldier." So when as we are in this truth to be soldiers that's warring, we don't have time to entangle ourselves with the lifestyle of this place. We don't have time to be all so caught up and worried about social media when it comes to dumb things. Let them do that. They're the ones that's captivated about the dumbest things that I've ever seen. Let them be captivated to that. We're captivated to this truth, and that's what matters. Everything else is irrelevant. Because it's the same way you might be caught up, you might be really caught up into a family situation that is taking you out of the truth. You gotta pray to back out of that situation. So of course take care of your family or whatever. But if you need to back away to where you need to do this truth. That's what matters. Everything else don't matter. The Lord does what he wants and he makes things happen. Just as much as he can put you in this situation, he can take you out of it. If you humble and try to sincerely do this work. So we don't entangle ourselves with the affairs of this place. Yeah, we be watchmen, as Ezekiel 3:17 says. We be watching. But we ain't caught up into it. That's the difference. You got Jake that's all so caught up into celebrities. They don't even understand, or they do understand, they just don't care, that that these celebrities are sold out. Or they just soccer, or they be homosexuals and they don't care. Because everything, it's all out in the open. And anybody that speaks up against it is a hate speech. But I thought we had freedom of speech. So how you have hate speech and freedom of speech? That don't make no sense. It goes to show you that's full of BS. The freedom of speech is when you condone everything in this place. That's the freedom of speech. When you defend the wickedness of this place, that's your freedom of speech. We don't have freedom of speech when it comes to speaking against this place. There's no such thing as that for us. This is First Corinthians 3:19. It says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness." So when it says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh," well, we can see that these people with their opinions ain't really have any wisdom, but this is all they know. This is how they attract to other people that believe in the same thing, in the same thing. That's that wisdom passing from one person to another. And it continues, and it continues. And this is where you get all these people that believe in the same thing, because this is the wisdom of the world. Kanye or any rapper, entertainer, or anything on BET, Instagram, YouTube, anything that's all folly. That's the wisdom of this world. This is all they know. And the Lord said, "This is foolishness." Because guess what? It says He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and we can see how. We can see why. It's important, and it's important because the Lord has showed us that we could be so much more. That we are so much more. That this is what you don't want to be. Not anymore. That's the big key about this, is that we don't want to go back to this lifestyle, but it's not meant for everybody to get it. And you got guys that will fall out. The Lord might bring them back in, or they just may stay out for good. The falls out of the truth, not like say GMS, but like the truth itself. And that's the Lord doing the sifting. So the key point is that we're not on anybody's side. We're only on the side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's all that matters. So with that, that's all I want to go into. So with that, Shalom.